Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Today we start, boom boom, with a really controversial topic. We are speaking about that famous hidden note 10940 and why it starts to be more and more relevant. Why is everyone speaking about that hidden note? A lot of you asked me, Beppe, can you explain? Well, I will try to use my easy, basic words to explain you what it is all about. And we will finish with another controversial topic, the one of the gesture of Jose Mourinho, banned for the next 2 games in Serie A while being allowed to be there on the bench versus Juventus, and we all know it because that's already the past. In the middle, Pogba reset, can Kenan Yildiz be called up, yes or no, for the game of Sampdoria, and other topics. So while waiting for the Juventus women Inter Coppa Italia return game, semi-final, put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, we start immediately. So what it is all about, that note 10940, it's really important. Yesterday, President Gravina, president of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, he actually appealed against the decision to overhand that note to Juventus. I explain. Juventus, in the last few days, they went to TAR. What is TAR? And that's important. The Regional Administrative Court. That means that it's a court that has nothing to see with the sporting one, where the investigations are actually busy and not finished yet. They went there, they asked to see that note 10940. They received the okay. So tomorrow, Monday, latest, Giuseppe Kenan and the people that are in possession of that note needs to overhand it to Juventus. And that has been considered by a lot of people as the first beautiful goal from Juventus or a beautiful assist. Not a victory yet, because we don't know what really is written in that paper. Can be good for Juve, can be irrelevant. We don't know, and that's the problem, because Juventus, they asked for more than 1 year to the accusation part, because we are the one that are defending ourselves. They are asking to see that note, and it had always been said, no, 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 you can't. Even the sporting court said that note is irrelevant without actually seeing. Why is that note so important? Because possibly, and we are speaking about possibly, that could be the official real date, and we are speaking about April 2021, of the investigations against Juventus. Everything what happened after that, reopening of a new court, investigation, and so on, could possibly be totally cancelled. And that's a really important note. Could be yes, could be no. We don't know. We are just asking to see it. What happened yesterday? That Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, represented by their president Gravina, he appealed again immediately in all fury and rush. Why? Because he's saying, or they are stating, that Juventus, they breached a rule. Juventus did something wrong because they didn't wait the end of the sporting court or investigation, judgment, before going to the administrative one. These are normally the steps. That means first you finish one process, one trial, and after that you can appeal against, what most of the football clubs are not doing. Juventus, in the meanwhile, they went. So a lot of people, anti-Juve, are saying that's an auto-goal of Juve, own goal of Juve, because they did something that was not really correct, okay? And that's why they will appeal, or they already appealed again. Today, we will already have the answer. If yes or no, the sporting part are saying Juventus was wrong and you are not allowed to receive that paper, that document, that note that is so important apparently, or not. I don't know. But guys, this is not a known goal of Juventus. If it is a known goal of Juventus, technically and by law, it is also a known goal of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio, of the people that are accusing Juventus, because they are persisting, and it's more and more clear to everyone that they are hiding that note. They don't want that note to be given to Juventus. They are doing everything in fury and rush to make sure that that note is not overhanded to Juventus. My big question is, why? What is written in that document? I really need to understand what is written there. Why is it so important to hide it? Is it because other clubs are involved? Is it because Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio is involved? Is it because with that card everything stops and everything that they started to investigate and do to accuse Juventus could just collapse? I don't know. I don't know, and that's why I'm curious. I hope that all the journalists, like the ones from Corriere della Sera, Corriere dello Sport, Gazzetta, that were so keen and so fast to put these documents, these leaked calls, that they are able to also do their investigation job. Because they were really keen to put them in front pages. Do you remember? Here, the accusation of Juve. Here, the evidences. We are waiting for that. I'm waiting for answers. So that's what it's all about. If today they say, no, Juventus is wrong, you can't have it, guys, a lot of question has to be raised. That's my personal opinion. Let's see what will happen today. We will see more. We will know more. Anyway, we go to the other topics of the day. Of course, the medical updates. Yesterday, the good news for Federico Chiesa. Good news for Di Maria. They will both be absent against Sampdoria, but they should be there versus Freiburg for the return game. From the start, we don't know. Will they be a bit more safe with Chiesa that is coming back from a long injury? We will discover that, but at least we can say, and we are a bit more relaxed. On the other side, it's quite more serious, not that serious, but a bit more serious for Alexandro that will miss the next 3 games and being back after international break. This is worrying me, I tell you the truth, because we have to reinvent the defense. Anyway, speaking about the possible lineups given by Gazzetta dello Sport, Perin should be in the goal against his ex-enemy because he was the goalkeeper of Genoa. Genoa, Sampdoria, we know it. 3 men in defense with a turn of rest for Bremer because Bonucci will be there in the middle, Rugani on the right side and Danilo on the left. About Danilo, we can be sure, because there is nobody else that can play in that 3-man defense on the left when Alexandro is not there. De Sciglio should be back on the right side, Kostic on the left. In the middle, they are going with exactly the same midfield. Rabiot, Fagioli and Locatelli. I personally don't believe that that will be the midfield. Why? Because we know that Rabiot is 1 suspension far from missing the game versus Inter. So I believe that there will be a change there in the midfield. Above, Sule and Dusan Vlahovic could possibly true. So let me know what you are thinking about that first draft, and we will know this afternoon a bit more. Now a lot of people will ask me, where is Kenan Yildiz? We want Kenan Yildiz. Look at that. Yesterday he scored a goal versus Torino in the under-19 derby. We want to see Kenan Yildiz. And you're right, guys. I understand the passion. I understand the curiosity. I understand the beautiful fairy tales. Kenan Yildiz, I saw him real life. He is an impressive player. He has a bright future on him. But I always told you, attenzione, tranquilli. Don't put too many pressure on him. Will he be called up? Yes or no? We will discover it. Under 23 needs some player. First team needs some player offensively, and that's what Montero said yesterday about the rumors about Kenan not being happy. He said, I don't know. I see him singing. I see him dancing in the locker rooms. What if he was happy? Joking a bit with the latest rumors from Gazzetta dello Sport, he said, we will see, because some players will go in under 23. So can he be promoted to the under 23? Some players from under 23 to their first team without Kenan Yildiz doing a double promotion? We will discover it. I just want to say that yesterday I saw the game under 19 Juve versus Torino. Kenan Yildiz, he ghosted for 90 minutes, or actually no, it's not true. He ghosted for 82 minutes before waking up, remembering that he was playing and doing the difference with that beautiful goal. Unfortunately, it was too late because we lost 3-1. So tranquilly with Kenan Yildiz that received a 5.5 rating in Tuttosport. We go with another one that could potentially be there, and when I'm telling you that the midfield could see some changes, well, Paul Pogba, he said yesterday on Instagram, reset with a black and white picture. That's what we are waiting for. If you want my opinion about him arriving late, yes or no, I spoke about it yesterday, but at least he wants to reset, and he needs to reset, because now we are waiting for some answers. And I would not be surprised if Paul Pogba could potentially start the game, being there for the first minute on the starting 11. We will discover that tomorrow. Tuttosport is speaking about Juve Di Maria. Si tratta Juve Di Maria. We are negotiating. They are looking to have Di Maria 1 more year, and could even be beneficial, because you go with 2 years, you have actually the benefit from the tax law in Italy. Paying less salary could be a real benefit, and he's feeling happy about that. I also spoke about it a bit more yesterday's video. And we finish with the last one, Gazzetta dello Sport, who is showing Jose Mourinho in small with the gesture of Le Manette being in jail, being in custody. He can't actually free himself. Why is he saying that? Not because yesterday Inter lost versus Spezia 2-1 and that everyone is at risk. 8 loss this season in Serie A, but for something else. Like Corriere dello Sport is saying, Jose Mourinho, like that, he received a 2-game ban yesterday. Roma is furious. How hypocrite are they? Anyway, the Federal Court of Appeal rejected the appeal of Roma. 2-match ban for Jose Mourinho, who will miss Sassuolo and Lazio. Guys, I could have bet my house on it. I already anticipated you that news a few days ago. I told you he will be there versus Juve. He will be there. They do whatever they can to penalize Juventus, because having Mourinho on the bench makes a difference. And then they will just give him the 2-match ban suspension against Sassuolo and against Lazio. Nothing will change. It's the first time in history that something like that happens. He was suspended. They took away the suspension because they needed more time, allowing him to be there versus Juve. He entered the minds of Juventini players, but also from supporters. How much did we speak about it? And they won. They won. Guys, it is not because of Mourinho that we lost. We played an okay game, mechanical, academic, slow. We had to do better. We had to score. We were not able to score. So it's not an excuse. It's just all this kind of manipulation. At a certain moment, it started to be, you know, like, it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. A lot of coincidences, no? What do you think? Let me know what you think. Is it again a coincidence that Giuseppe Kenan, the one that is investigating against Juventus, he took away that ban of Mourinho, putting him on the bench versus Juve, and now he will not be there for the next 2 ones. Strange, no? Really strange. About the gesture, something he did 13 years ago when he was at Inter. It was a Inter-Sam game. He said, we can't do nothing, we are in jail. Really something, a pattern of Mourinho back then that was really controversial. We can even understand it because it's the heat of the moment. Now he's doing it 13 years later. Tranquillo, relaxed, showing and sponsoring a watch. I believe it's a brand from his daughter, working with Adidas and so on and so on, showing that gesture. He's a genius of marketing. That's something you can't take back from Mourinho. He knows how to do it because nobody can attack him. He's just sponsoring, showing, promoting the watch of that brand, or the brand of that watch, showing it. Genius move. But again, showing also his disappointment against the decision that has been made. Roma is furious. This is what we are reading, guys. Is this not the most hypocrite thing that you read ever in your life? The guy was insulting the 4th referee, saying that he was from Torino City, and that's why Jose Mourinho received a red card. He can be lucky that he was there versus Roma. Lucky. It's not lucky. Everything has been calculated, guys. My opinion. But instead of saying thank you, because that's why they won the game versus Juve, they are going with this disgusting gesture. We are in jail. In a way that nobody can attack them. Think about it, Juventini. We speak each other later today. Grazie, forza. Juve.